Welcome to another edition of Friday with Fads. So today we have a few updates for you, primarily about the game, but we're gonna touch on topics like the new website that's gonna be launched as well, third edition, and a bit more other news about some partnerships we are going to have in the month of May and June. So for the game, we are going to open up closed beta applications next week. So that will allow people to be able to sign up for the closed beta. This time around, I think we'll be able to accept a larger pool of players. We want to make sure everything is working for single player and multiplayer mode as well. You'll be able to play the game on single player mode. I think I mentioned this a few times as well. Get used to the system where you basically be able to fight bosses in the game in single player mode. Uh, I think you'll find some of the bosses familiar. We will have demo cogs, which are basically single player cogs that are not NFTs. So these are part of our play to earn initiative, where we allow people to play without owning an NFT collection first, and then as they play the daily quest, they might get rewarded with cogs, which are NFTs, and then they build a collection from there. More information will be released next week or the week after regarding this. We have solo game mode, we have versus bots, and you'll be able to log in as well. We found a solution for us to be able to make the login a bit smoother versus the last build that we had in the game. Um, you can also matchmake together with another player as well. The leaderboard will also be appearing. So with the leaderboard, I think during the beta stage, for prizes, I'll be giving out the swag. So a lot more of you will be able to get the t-shirts, the cap, the mugs that you've been seeing on Twitter this last week. I think the quality so far, everybody's been happy with it. We just have to work out the logistics. When we release the new website, there'll be a merchandise store, so you'll be able to access it if you want to buy it by yourself. But there's plenty of opportunities for you to win those prizes with some of the initiatives we have during testing phase. We also put in a few new features in the game. Uh, one of them is using emoticons, where you can actually taunt other players as well while they're trying to do a slam. This is one of the inputs we got from the community. And then, we kind of figured out that's a good way for us to be able to have some kind of communication within players during the battle. We have vending machines. I think you've seen it in the game as well. So those vending machines use in-game currency, where you can actually get on daily quests, and then they will spit out in-game cogs. And then in the near future, we'll be spitting out NFTs as well. So you're able to buy in-game cogs as well as potentially third edition packs in the game. So if you want to bypass the entire web experience of purchasing third edition packs, third edition packs will be available to buy. Not the collector's editions, but the regular editions will be available to be purchased within the application. And then, yeah, so the things that we're working on right now is want to solidify how the experience will be like for gameplay, and then the second part will be marketplace implementation. The idea is for us to be able to get people to download the app and then also trade using the marketplace. It's available in the app, and then we should be able to get the game uploaded onto the App Store by the third or fourth week of May for an open beta. So you'll be able to, like I said before, iOS and Android, um, both types of mobile users will be able to download and play this game. We've not looked into web version yet, but for sure, mobile game iOS will be sorted out. So that's for the game, right? So keep an eye out starting from next week. So May is all about updates on the game, and then the new one is the new website that we're releasing. So the new website has potentially an account system as well. You basically can sign up, and then you have an RFOX account that is going to be your login across all the different games that we have, and potentially the metaverse. So within that app, we do have different functions where you can make a guild or an esports team as well. These are things that were still being developed. We will roll them out when they're ready, but the idea is to let people be able to belong to a guild. There will be some requirements for you to set up a guild, so we are putting that in place to make sure people just don't make a guild for no reason. But we should have something reasonable in place by the time we release the feature. The esports team is mostly related to people who want to go into competitive modes or esports modes in the games that we're releasing, right? So it also ties in with some of the initiatives we're doing with esports organizations in Southeast Asia. So one of the discussions we had was that we have identified a relatively large esports organization in the Philippines and Indonesia who want to go into the NFT space, and they are looking to do a partnership with us. So I think that feature will really help them. But they also would like to do NFT, so we're in the middle of discussing it with them. You should be able to see news probably in like a couple of weeks on who we're partnering. They will be releasing a mini edition or special edition specifically targeted around the champion teams for the different games that they play within the esports arena. So these guys are, they may not be familiar, you may not be familiar with them if you're not in Southeast Asia, but they have been making a name for themselves over the past couple of years. And then the last one is about third edition. So third edition marketing will start mid of May. So the target launch for us is going to be in June. Before that is in place, we will start doing teaser campaigns and marketing campaigns around it. The idea is for you to be able to buy third edition, like I said before, with what do you call that? A credit card, and there will be some prepaid card options as well for some of our potential users that would not have a credit card or debit card available. They will be using prepaid cards, like similar to ones that you have in, for example, in the US or Australia. Walmart has a prepaid $10 Apple card, right? So they have the same mechanism in Southeast Asia as well, where you buy certain prepaid cards, you top up your account, and then you can buy in-game items. So we're exploring into that kind of channels as well. So third edition, like I said, Apprentice third edition is going to be possibly first or second week of June, and then we will release more information about this. So everything is in place already. There is quite a substantial marketing budget for us to gain a bit more traction in Southeast Asia, which is for the first um, phase of marketing. We are trying to acquire as much of the community for play to earn as possible when we're launching the system. So yeah. Yes, no more, no more. I mean, we still haven't released any information regarding how we are going to transition um, from just being on Wax into our agnostic platform. But hopefully, I think we will have a bit more clarity by next month. The idea is for us to be able to allow people to uh, use the NFT marketplace as like an agnostic platform for any project, right? So potentially you can see other NFTs coming into our ecosystem as well. Will it be like second edition, collection edition packs, then booster packs? Well, I think for third edition, there will be a limited sale window that releases on that day itself, and then after that, there'll be opportunity for you to buy the regular booster packs soon after. So there will be a limited sale. Those are the ones which are like the collector editions, uh, collector's booster editions. All that will be released on one day. Let me take a look at all the questions. Okay. Will the sale window be 3 hours? No, we haven't decided exactly how long the sale window will be, but I think it will be slightly longer than that. Phantom, we want to accommodate the people in different time zones as well. It will not be based on the number of packs, limited number of packs, but it will be a timed window, as what we did last time. Set price or auction? What do you mean set price or auction? No, we're not auctioning the packs. It's a time window. So anybody can buy it within the time frame that we've allocated. And then after that, it won't be sold anymore. The only other pack you could buy is later. The booster pack will be released. So anyone who wants to buy third edition can buy it from the website or from in the game itself. So if you miss the window and you still want to buy third edition packs, you can do it from either one of these channels. For limited edition with wax, no. Not only wax, I think there will be a way for you to buy using credit cards. That's I believe that's going to be the primary channel of sale for most people who wants to buy third edition. Would there be a fairer min one distribution? What do you mean, apprentice? I wasn't involved in the second edition Windows sale, so I did not. I don't understand if there was any unfairness in that. Could you explain? Something a blender for people who want objects. I'll have to check with Pete on this.
It's not going to be pre-minted. The way COGS is designed, it's very difficult to pre-mint it because we got we're not like normal sets where like MLB where it's fixed. I mean, this very small amount of cards, so you could pre-mint the ultra rares to a certain limit. We cannot pre-mint. I mean, just take Fergs for example, right? If you pre-mint, then every single Fergs will be out, right? So it's not feasible to do pre-mints for COGS.
I think that in terms of fairness, even if you buy, even if somebody buys 100 packs ahead of you, somebody coming in from, let's say, 3 hours later still has a chance to get a first mint as well. So I think that's pretty fair. Small collector's edition window. Yeah, on the first day of release China, there will be, I think, about 4 SKUs or 4 different versions of packs that will be sold. And those will be on a limited window. And then after that, the window closes, and then we'll take a break in terms of sale, and then we resume selling third edition booster packs on the website and in the game. Yeah, there's a big boy pack that we're planning as well for people who just can't get enough of COGS. The ones that design the actual SKUs is Phil, our head of business development, and Chester, which is our art director. So we've gathered some input from the second edition sale and input from the community as well. You want $1,000 pack, Phantom? Make one specially for you, man. I hope the price is listed correctly this time. What was wrong with the price listing last time, Difu? Difu? Difu.
It's Deepu.
Difu. Exclusive cogs in the big boy pack. I think it's based also on number of cogs you get as well as the breakdown in terms of what the slots are, right?
Yeah, no, apprentice. We don't believe in that. We believe in the ability to get every single cog in any, regardless of whatever pack you buy.
Yeah.
So Fats, I think some of the projects they put different cogs in different packs just to make people buy certain packs.
Yeah. Well, the
Just
thing
to get
is,
certain
what
cards.
I like about our system is that even to today, there's still cogs which are not minted, and I think it's fair. Everybody has a fair chance to be able to mint a number one, right? What is the cog equivalent in third edition? I'll have to discuss that with Pete on this. Everybody loves the Kogu from the second edition now. First or second week of June. We will finalize the date once marketing starts, apprentice. So we're targeting to start marketing in Southeast Asia on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and some other channels in mid of May, and then all the details will be released there. There'll be countdown as well to when it will launch. RFOX, VFOX will launch on Pancake Swap. I don't know about Pancake Swap as much as Pete.
Hi, Rolling. Benny posted a video. You could check it in the YouTube channel. He posted a video recently about it. There was an update about it.
Yeah, we'll release news regarding the staking window once we're ready to announce, but there's a lot of dependencies on that, apprentice, before we can announce it. Obviously, there's a lot more people involved in staking and tubing now, so we want to make sure everything is sorted out. I think we've received a lot of good feedback from the previous window, and we'll implement them. Major IP brands coming in third edition. No, third edition is purely from the indie artists that we work with, apprentice. Special editions are the ones that come with major brands and special IPs. So we are targeting to release a couple of special editions shortly after third edition. Before third edition, potentially yes, because we are talking to the esports organization, and they really want to do a special edition with us. So oh, you've expanded your range from just Pokemon, apprentice, so there's Overwatch and MTG as well. That's good. That's progress. Let's see what other questions you have. Hero Gamer, would it be $8 again? We'll release all the pricing together with the marketing launch. It's meant for us to be able to release the information in a timely manner by the agency that we're working with. So we actually have a proper digital marketing agency, one of the best, that's helping us promote third edition beyond just the current reach that we have right now. So we are extending our reach beyond our current channels, and then doing quite an aggressive marketing campaign on social media to ensure that as many people as possible know that we're launching the third edition. Nothing yet to announce. Yes, OMC. All this is not decided by only RFOX Games. It is a labs initiative as well, since we're talking about the tokenomics of RFOX. So these things are not something that we can just casually announce until planning is done properly. Possible other users of tubes. Obviously, it's possible other use of tubes. A lot of it belongs to the metaverse. So as we roll out more information regarding the metaverse, basically, you get to see why those tubes are valuable, even if they're not just used for staking. Supply of the third edition cogs will be higher than second edition. I believe the community size has grown exponentially over the last 3 months to 4 months. If you look at the number of people on Discord, the number of cogs wallets that are in the ecosystem right now, yes, it's a much larger community. That really depends on how many people buy during the limited sale window for the third edition drop, right? So we'll be able to tell what is the total supply. I mean, it could be a mad rush as well. A lot of people are looking at cogs for different reasons. So I really think, yeah, it is a huge possibility. There'll be a lot more third edition cogs than second edition. And given the fact that people are going to be able to buy third edition packs in the mobile game as well, they could be playing the mobile game and buy a pack, and they buy a pack of NFTs, and then now they contribute to the total number of third edition. Yeah, yeah. Well, we don't force people. I mean, like we don't have a play to win mentality in the game. We want to make sure people are comfortable purchasing their first NFT collection. But obviously, there's a lot of incentives for you to have a complete set in the game, right? Imagine you play against somebody else with an NFT collection. I don't think it's possible for someone to assume that they can enter a play to win tournament with free cogs that you get in single player mode. You still need NFTs, and it is possible for you to collect a full NFT common set through in-game rewards or somewhere along those lines. How I envision it is, I think if you play a game and then you meet the daily reward quota, one of the milestones could reward you with a common cog, and then as you continue playing, you can continuously earn more and more common cogs. But they will be phased out, so you won't be like earning a common cog for every win, right? There are milestones before you get your first NFT cog. What do you do win earn in the real game? So there's two modes, like I mentioned. The single player mode is just with practice cogs. Those are dummy cogs. They're just for single player mode. You can complete your single player mode cogs. You have a collection as well, but they're not NFTs. And then when you play daily mode in the single player, sorry, the daily challenges in the single player mode, there is a chance for you to get NFTs as prizes or rewards for your daily quests, and then that's how you build up your NFT collection. Do we know when the Android app will be a thing? We will release more information about this, but like I said, we will start opening up the application for closed beta next week. It's a very simple process, just your name, your wallet, and why you want to play. And then during the beta itself, if you spot some bugs or suggest some features which you really like, start throwing out swag to all these people. The best one the ones I think which are really awesome or cool. I'll mint the one of one RFOX underwear for you guys.
And you get a date with Fads.
Yeah, you gotta go to Singapore though. What swag do we have at the moment? I think the one that has the most amount of swag right now from our team is Ark. Ark Legger has the most. Pete is kind of sore because he's waiting for it for the past 2 weeks and he hasn't gotten anything. And then Ark,
Yeah, my underwear is still not here yet.
yeah, Ark has like almost the whole set right now given to him. He's probably missing a few items, but I think he should be able to post some pictures later of what he's received. He's got the beanie as well. Nobody else has the beanie. So the RFOX Games beanie
The
is.
beanie is not practical in Malaysia.
That's true. In Asia, I don't think everybody will be, anyone will be using the beanie, but for the US, I think it's normal now.
I mean, for me personally, I cut my hair short just so just to keep myself cool. I don't want to go ahead and wear a beanie or make it worse.
Yeah. I feel your pain, Pete. My t-shirt's been in transit for ages. What's wrong with your t-shirt, OMC?
Yeah, OMC is one of those that that supposedly got that first the first batch that we sent out during first ad, but never got it.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
there
You
were a
told me
few of
about
them
that.
that it was sent out but never ever got it.
You know what? Those guys that we promised t-shirts to that they didn't get it. I'll send you guys an RFOX Games t-shirt just to make up for it. I can't help if there was something wrong with the logistics behind it. Reach out to Pete so that he can track, and then we'll sort it out. We'll get you a t-shirt, guys. I guess this was before my time, right, Pete? This one?
This was before my time.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll sort it out. I mean, I can't promise you the Cork design t-shirts because like I said, we want to make sure that we get clearance for using of those IPs. But those guys that we promised a t-shirt to, and then somehow for whatever reason didn't have or did not get those t-shirts delivered, we'll sort it out, man. We'll send you a t-shirt. Free bowling pineapple? What is that? Or edition 1 Discord OG should get one. I have to manage that expectation. Madam? Okay. Yeah, even Ramses is getting a batch as well. Did you get anything yet, Chris? Yep, just keep me updated when you get them. So I think that's quite a few. Even I think this week, one of our brand ambassadors just received his mug, and he's gonna get a T-shirt and a cap soon. And then yeah, we got Chris, we got Adam, we got the guys from CryptoPunk. I think they got the mug and T-shirts as well. So the ones that I'm going to do like for giveaways and prizes, I think it's gonna be mostly the T-shirt, the mug, the cap. Yeah.
Madam is volunteering a Australian address if you want to test to send something
Find
to
me an
Australia.
Australian address. Yeah. So yeah, Will's Wall just dropped a fire rap track this week, so he's getting a T-shirt and a cap as well. I'm gonna try to set him up with Jay-Z, drop a mixtape. Give us RFOX T-shirts that we can wear in virtual space. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Hey, apprentice, what do you think we are? Just giving away stuff? No, you gotta buy, man.
For sure. I mean, like the thing is that there's a large part of the community that was with us from the beginning, and then I'll work with Pete to make sure those people that have joined us since the start and have helped people along the way. We'll find a way to reward you guys with something exclusive that you can flex in the virtual world.
Yeah. I think that's what we'll do is we'll allow the first edition OGs here, the one with the tag first edition,
Yeah,
to have a chance. I mean, to buy the T-shirt.
to buy a t-shirt.
Yeah, sorry, it's gonna be a money grab, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to flex, we'll just make it a money grab. Yeah, nobody else can buy it. Only you guys can buy it. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure out something. I mean, you guys have been awesome in the community. I mean, like since
Yeah.
day one.
Yeah. Look, I mean, like for us, the business model for us isn't selling merch. Merchandise is just a way for us to be able to reward the players or community members, right? So the merch store will open for anyone to be able to purchase it. But the thing is, I also want to use the merch as a reward to our community members as well. Yeah, it was never in my revenue plan or business plan to management to like, oh, we're gonna make tons of money selling t-shirts. No, that's never been the intent. I think it was just a nice thing to put into place.
Yeah, but we're gonna make money selling NFT T-shirts.
NFT t-shirts, yeah.
The shoes went very well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the reality of the NFT space, right? So I
Yeah,
still think it's nice.
we'll need to find something to reward the RFOX 2020 holders. They've been they've been holding that for so long, and I think Benny has promised that like since day one that the those cogs are the special cogs that gives them like special stuff.
Yeah. How about this, Prentice? You buy a real Lambo and then I give you the NFT version of it in virtual space. Yeah. Hussein, there's a lot of examples of all the merchandise in the previous AMA I did last week. So if you want to, you have to probably scroll up and take a look at all the different examples of the merchandise that's available. That's right. Stack the VFox, stack the RFox, and then buy them Lambos. Cox OG wearable for first edition members would be really cool. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do to reward the guys from first edition, right? I mean, how big was the community during first edition, Pete? Talking like a few hundred?
100.
Yeah. So just to get an idea of how we've grown, we're way past 5,000
Yeah,
holders
I
wallets
think
right now.
the sales for first edition. I mean, like people who actually bought the packs.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was only 200 something people
Mm.
wallets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually bought first edition packs, and after that, it just went ape shit. And then the price went parabolic because of that. Because suddenly people realized that, oh shit, this is awesome. It's so addictive because they could continue opening min ones, right? Most projects, right? Like I mean, within the first hour, there's no more min ones, and
Yeah.
then everything else is those cogs, right? People opening 2-3 days later are still opening min ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we have about I mean, first edition is probably like 100 people in first edition or more. But what are you
Yeah,
talking about? 200?
in Discord itself, I think there was only about 100. I think less than 200
Yeah.
around launch, and then
Yeah.
but they started growing after launch, and then
Yeah.
when we decided to give the first edition tag,
Yeah.
back then it was way before second edition launch, and we tagged everyone who was in the Discord server at that time with the first edition tag.
Yeah. Give me a sec, XP. His XP is on the road, I think.
Yeah, XP, you gotta accept that.
The
I
invite to
can't
speak.
force you. Yeah, I have invited him, but you have to accept it. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Hey guys. All right, I
Yeah,
got a
it's
great
me.
idea for the merch too. As with Deepu's Koi Sanctuary or whatnot, you could probably have a charity related theme where something like Save the Animals, so any of the animal related cogs could go on a t-shirt, and then the donations for the t-shirts go to charity, something that Save the Animals type theme.
Yeah, but you know what? Kois are not endangered species, man. They're everywhere. So no.
Well.
Well.
I mean, it could be anything, but like the giraffes, right? There's a lot of good charities out there where it doesn't have to specifically save koi. It makes Deepu feel better that we're not burning koi, but
if anything, I think kois are like a danger to the ecosystem.
so
Save
you're
the koi.
pro burning.
Pro burning kois? I know.
Yeah, kois. I mean, yeah, in certain areas, kois are considered an invasive species. Where
They're
if
invasive,
people who buy it for aquarium, then as they grow too big for the aquarium, they throw it in the canals and
Yeah.
lakes, and then they take over the whole ecosystem.
Yep.
Holy
Yep.
shit, Apprentice! What the heck is that?
See, they're gangsters. Look at it. It looks so. I don't know, man. If I'm walking around in public and I see a koi coming at me, nah, I'm out. Asian carp. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like in Asia, they basically rear them. I mean, having koi in Chinese culture is actually a sign of wealth, right? Or
I
prosperity.
got no idea, man. I never had koi. I don't like them.
Yeah, it's there's two
I think it's
fish.
prosperity and luck, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one is arowanas. So they rear them as well. This kind of fish go for thousands of dollars depending on the pattern and the color.
Yeah, I think arowana is more for like luck. I think koi is like prosperity and abundance. And then you
Yeah.
need to have like 9 in the pond. If you go like one more, then it's not good luck or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's too much work for luck, right? Why don't you just buy George and then just hold
No,
for 2 years?
I buy the Nico cat, the one that that's the one for luck. The Nico
Yeah.
cat is a representation of luck. They'll just wave and,
The one
and
that the one that hand flexes the hand up and down, that just swings it.
correct, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
that
guy.
helps me that's the one that's basically waving in money.
Yeah, guys. So for the month of May, yeah, those are all the three things that we will be focusing on: the website, the game, and the third edition, right? So you'll be seeing a lot more news about it all the way. So the rough estimate for third edition drop is going to be first or second week of June. Once we've launched marketing, we'll firm up the date, and then you'll know for sure when the drop is going to happen, how long the window is, when the window is going to happen. When Reebok's already done, man.
Apprentice, Reebok's done. We're moving on to the next one.
Yeah.
Was there any breaking news at the beginning? I ended up getting stuck on a loading job for loading my truck, so I missed the
Yeah,
first
the,
like
the
20
breaking
minutes.
news is that Apprentice now has expanded his questions from just Pokemon to other stuff as well.
Oh no!
So that was a
He
big
did when
milestone. That was a big
MTG.
milestone, yeah.
One MTG because
That's
you know
growth,
XP. I think.
apprentice. I like that. That's personal growth. Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for Peter to give me the banning powers, and then you'll never have to see Pokemon again. I mean, that's the only thing I can
You
do.
Maybe
you
like a
have
script,
banning
right? When
powers.
he types ban
Sheesh.
Pokemon, he gets banned immediately. Yeah, it's like, what happened? It's like, sorry, man. The moderator or the bot is extremely sensitive to things. Is there gonna be no? I can tell you for sure there's no Reebok Cogs in the third edition.
Yeah, so third edition is our edition. There's no
Yeah, there's no
other
special.
IPs.
Yeah, there's no brands or IPs.
Yeah, there's no there's no Pokemon, there's no Overwatch, there's no MTG, there's no
Yeah.
Reebok, Nike, and all that. It's ours. The special edition, that comes out. Yeah, there might be a special edition for Pokemon, Reebok, or whatever it is that you fancy. But that
Oh,
is when we
Phantom.
start working with the IPs themselves.
Phantom. There are quite a few animated cogs in the third edition. That's a good question. Yeah.
There will be animated cops.
Yep. Yep. We're making sure that the foils and animations are solid as well. That's what Chester is working on at the moment. So it's really going to be it's really about polishing the cogs to make sure that the the effect we want to have on the special cogs are really clear.
Hey, come on, guys! Don't fish for all the information. I mean, we need to release this slowly. Otherwise, if we tell you everything now, then there's nothing to tell.
Well,
Then-
in a way, Apprentice Chester Ocampo actually has a direct say in the quality of art that is being submitted to us. So his job is to, like, when an artist gives us a design, he tells the designer, okay, you can make this a bit bigger, you can make the landscape nicer and stuff like that. So his influence is across every single art piece in third edition. So in a way, while he's not contributing his own personal art, he's making sure that the artists contributing to us are benefiting from his guidance, and eventually you get to see that in all the different cogs that are being released. Any borders being removed, you get to see a glimpse of the borders next week through a blog post as well. Have I noticed a difference in the artwork since art director came on board? Well, it's subjective, right? I think Chester's focus is on making sure that the artwork is cleaned up. But it's hard to tell whether or not second edition is better than third edition in terms of artwork. There are different artists, there's new artists that have come on board. I think it's a lot more polished in terms of the execution process. But yeah, there is quite a large amount of artwork that we're managing at the moment, and I think you guys there'll be a collection or set that will probably cater to every one of you guys. Yeah, sorry, EMAS. I think we've already finished the submission stage. We're in the polishing stage right now, and then we'll be doing testing for minting and printing those cogs next week, just to make sure that they come out as intended. Yeah, you know what, XP, I am exploring on heavy equipment cogs, and that is exactly the brand of heavy equipment that I have in mind. So I have some friends in my network who are actually associated with that brand. The head of marketing for CAT
Fats,
is
in case you didn't know, XP drives a pink truck.
a
I
pink
do
truck.
not.
Yeah, his truck is pink, like bright
Wow.
pink.
That's debatable, sir.
That's
There's
XP.
that's XP. That's
Damn.
the shirt that he got from the first edition.
Baller.
That
That's a
same
nice.
shirt.
That's a nice shirt.
Baller.
That does not look pink.
No art spoilers today, but next week will be reveal of Borders Apprentice. So you get to see some of the new borders as well. I think that is progressively from the first week of May all the way to the launch of third edition. There'll be already news coming out on borders, teasers of the different artists coming in. Some a sample of how the animation looks like or how the foil looks like now. So where do we look for Android beta next week? So what we want to make sure we sort out is the printing process of the cog. Make sure it comes out as intended, right? So it is not only art, it's technology as well. So we got to make sure we sort that out before we start releasing teasers. Well, you know what? The foil itself is an animation, and it wasn't really animated last time, Phantom. So, correct me if I'm wrong. It wasn't an animation, right? It was just a layer on top of the cog, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this time around, we want to see whether we can make the foil shine like an animation, so you know very clearly it's a foil.
You think more like along the lines of the old school hologram cards?
Yeah, you know what comes to mind? That old school cartoon Visionaries where they had that banner where they have those holograms that shine. So that kind of effect.
Oh, I
It's
love that one. I
yeah,
love that.
so that treatment is something that I think is proper to have for a foil design. So Chester's working his ass off to make sure that it's executed in a way that is solid, right? I have to give props to Chester. He doesn't come from the tech scene at all, but he's constantly trying to make sure that we level up for third edition. So this guy and Phil, they have been working their ass off to make sure that we deliver something solid.
Yeah, with us being able to move our cogs, you get that, how it changes from the vantage point, how you're looking at it. That would
Yeah.
be epic. Yeah. Yeah, we need to keep you in chat for 7 more minutes, then we can make you an official degen.
Leave as leave. Don't stay on for DJ hour.
I cannot. I
Downward
it-
spiral.
it's a downward spiral. It's a bottomless pit.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, it's
gonna
got a
leave before DJ
redesign
hour today.
again?
Oh, that's nice. Lenticular.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, triple lenticular. Beautiful.
Damn.
What's this DJ hour?
Keep dropping the
DJ
hot
morning.
vocab.
Run for the hills. I need to stay away from this DJ hour.
All right, guys, 5 more minutes. Ask me any questions about third edition, game, and website. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. But I need to leave before the next hour because I have to stay away from DJ hour.
Hey Fats, yeah, I think a lot of people are, I think, are asking this. They're asking me as well. When test flight?
Test flight, I think Martin is setting up same time as Android. So one of the reasons why we have an issue with the onboarding of the App Store is the company setup. So that should be sorted out in like next week or so. It's been a while now. So once we have that sorted out, we have Test Flight and App Store, Google App Store at the same time. So the thing is, for Test Flight, it's a lot easier for us to onboard to Test Flight because it's not the official store for Apple yet, but it still has requirements. So you can't just put anything on Test Flight. we still have to go through Apple, right? So we already have a solution for that to make sure test flight is in place. But we want to see whether we can release both at the same time, so it's fair for iOS and Android users. When iOS skip test flight. Well, test flight is the first step to testing our game on Apple on iOS Apprentice. So we can't just jump into the Apple Store without testing. So test flight allows us to do that with iOS users. I think next week we can release the roadmap as well of the different, like there's a lot of timings that people have not been tracking. So first staking, second staking, and third staking window, the payout dates we will put on the roadmap so people can take a look at it. And then we have the what do you call that? The launch of the game. We also have another game in the works, not only Slam. So you get to see that potential release date in the roadmap as well.
Is the idea with we're hoping that third edition comes out when well, now if we're 6 months out from virtual world, then we'll have to deal with Atomic Hub.
Again, sorry.
Marketplace is where we'd prefer the RFOX marketplace is where I guess we'd all like to see third edition be launched so we can be done with Atomic Hub. But
yeah, oh, we're definitely working on that. Pete has been dealing with a lot of these options for quite a while now. But again, we cannot guarantee it.
XP Faz is chasing me every day.
Yeah, we cannot. The thing is, the solution for Wax, even though it's does have its limitations, it is still one of the easiest places to launch an NFT collection that is official for a lot of different companies and a lot of different brands, right? So for us to commit to making sure the marketplace is solid requires quite a bit of testing and some confidence from the tech team that this can be pulled off cleanly without any hiccups. So we don't want people to buy packs and then get stuck with packs that they cannot open, or they've not received packs even after they paid. All those kind of stuff is scenarios we want to avoid.
I mean, we're used to that with Wax already gives us that.
Yeah, but at least the thing is the infrastructure is there, right? If we release something that is not properly tested, then instead of being delayed, it could just disappear in limbo, and that's the worst case scenario for us. Yeah, the big boy packs is the one that hasn't been done yet, right?
Yep, that's new.
Yeah.
That is the only new one.
Bigger packs. Bigger packs are similar to big boy packs. That's all I can say. One more minute. Come on.
Okay, I'm leaving now, guys. See you.